out of jail after allegedly shooting his son Kobe.
He tried to hit me with a sledgehammer, but that's not gonna work because I'm too fast.
So then what did he do?
Got a gun. Boom! Shot me right here.
It's all on video Saturday afternoon on Candlewood Lane. You'll see kids playing, hear a gunshot, then Kobe realizes he's hit. Lee Wen allegedly fired through his front window. The bullet went in Kobe's arm and out the other side.
He's bleeding! He got shot! Kobe got shot! Kobe got shot! Police!
Did it hurt?
Yes.
You point to it? Show us where it's at.
Right now, he's not even processing exactly what happened. You know, he don't realize how close he came to not being here. But I realize it.
29-year-old Lee Wen is charged with assault with intent to murder. He's apparently had issues with neighbors in the past, and this time, Dad Arnold suspects Lee Wen was mad Kobe's bike was in his yard.
I'm irate, really. I mean, I can't function, and I don't know what. I'm scared for my family, you know, but I'm scared for them because I don't know what he's capable of.
Reporting it.
The news in you, north, east, west, south, your 9th from every alley in Cali, intersection in Backstreet. On Sunday in Michigan, an Asian man shot a 6-year-old boy, a 6-year-old child, because his bike was in the man's front yard. He was arrested and given a $10,000 bond, which he bailed out on Tuesday. But thanks to the family for making such a loud enough outcry, he was rearrested and his bail was set to $100,000. See, this don't make sense, family. And they're hollering Asian hate crime this, Asian hate crime that. But here we have a 6-year-old child shot. No crime bills passed for you, but they passing bills because a few hard heads beat up a few Asian people. So we're going to make a whole law. We're going to create a whole crime bill. But a 6-year-old child got shot. And we all know we way overdue pass for some kind of crime bill as far as hate crime bills. So that's water under the bridge. We should have had one 40 years ago. But think about this, family. This is what it's about. It's not always about us going out, burning up buildings, destroying whole cities. Sometimes you just got to make enough noise where people have to address the issue. And that's just what they did in Michigan. They made enough stink about it until they had to rearrest this 29-year-old Asian for shooting a 6-year-old kid. Even though at the same time, I will definitely say it couldn't have been me. I'll say that and I'm going to leave that right there. It couldn't have been me. But this is, like I said, a few videos back that I did when the 10-year-old got shot on Saturday in Queens, New York. We don't know what to fight for. Now, this is something that should be all over any social media sites, especially if you're considered as a black content creator. You definitely should be putting this inside your story. You can't take 4 or 5 minutes out of your day to talk about serious issues that's going on in the black community, but you can take hours and beef with another brother or another sister throughout the social media. You can put all your energy into beefing with somebody you probably will never see. when we got one of our babies that got shot for riding his bike and enjoying himself. 6 years old. And this thing should be flooded. This social media should be flooded. Even me, I waited to do the story. I seen the story on Sunday when it happened. But I said I'm going to try to be a little patient and let the whole story unfold. Let everything come out. And then do the story. Which I'm glad I did. Because that's even a worse slap in the face. You give him a $10,000 bond. He bonds out. If nobody made an outcry, if the community in Michigan didn't say nothing about it, wouldn't nothing be done about it. He'd just be free on bail. So what's a $10,000 bond? Something you can go, take $5,000 to the bondsman and get out? Maybe even less than that. Or even if you just take the whole 10, that's nothing. That's not no money for a bond for shooting somebody. And you're talking about a 6-year-old baby. Because he's not a child, he's a baby. He's 6 years old. That should have so many counts. Attempted murder. Something dealing with a child. It should be to cause bodily harm to a child, not a minor, to a baby. They should be racking up the stacks on him. But it is a blessing that the little man is all right. He got shot in his arm. But his arm was adjacent with his heart. So if he'd have made a certain turn, or if the man that shot would have just been a little off accurate, he could have took that baby's life. And we're not making a stink about it. But I will give props to the people in Michigan. They made us think about it. And they did it in the right way. They didn't burn up no buildings or nothing. And still got his behind put right back in jail. And that's why I do have to reiterate again. All the time the tactics ain't about burn up, tear up, beat up. Sometimes it's about, no, you hear me. You're going to feel me. I'm going to make you hear me. And that's exactly what that community did over there in Michigan. But yeah, family, we got to sit back and look at these things and notice that it's a lot into this. It's a lot into this. Mainstream media ain't even making us think about it. If it would have been one of them little white children talking about make us think about it, they'd have been going hamburger. And we know this is facts. But it's okay. We don't need nobody to make us think about it for us. We make our own think about it. So everybody that's on social media, you beefing with all your buddies, or even if whatever content you making, and you don't have time to put out a little decent content for this baby, you should be ashamed of yourself. And like I say, we don't know what to fight for. But we have to keep our eyes on the swivel. We have to pay attention to what's going down. It's some shit going down, and we not paying attention to it. These laws they passing with this anti-Asian and all that, you better keep your eyes on it. Because they got something coming up the tailpipe. And we just have to be aware of it, family. Because if he can get away with shooting the baby, no, you definitely know one of these teenagers, young adults, or older adults ain't got a chance in the world. And with that, I'm going to say, this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.